Hi everyone, it's Cheryl right here from Ideas for Card Making, and I'm here today for Couture Creations, and I'm showing you a little flip album that I've made. And I've made this using the Merry Little Christmas 12 by 12 paper collection. Now, this is what I've got left, which I'll just move that out of the way. Okay, so there's all these little pieces. I've used the best part of 7 12 by 12 sheets. This is one of the pieces that I used for the front. I'll tell you what I've used as I go through, but as you can see, I've got heaps left over. These are all my scraps, and I never throw away scraps. All these little pieces, I'll find something to use with those. There's cut aparts, there's tags, there's borders, all sorts of bits and pieces left over. I used 2 12 by 12 sheets of this red cardstock, which is from Couture Creations as well. And I've got 5 sheets left. I'll just quickly show you what I've got left over. So these are the cut aparts. Plain on the back. Got 2 of those left. One of these, I love this, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And that's the back. And then this one. Now this one is actually the one I used on here. Sorry, I told you the wrong thing. So this is what I used. I cut that up, which would really pain me to do that, but it was perfect for on here. Okay, and show you the back. That's the back, and I've used that quite a bit in the album. I'll just move all this out of the way and I can show you what I've done. I've used the ephemera in this. I haven't used all that, I've just put it in a bag aside. So this is what you get in it. I've used Just For You and the Ho Ho Ho. I think that's all I've used in this one. These are both from the excuse me, these are both from the Gift of Giving, which is another Christmas collection. And I used, out of this one, I used the little tag for the front. I think that was all I used out of that one. I guess we'll see as we go along, but I think that was all I used. Okay, so now I will show you what I did. This was actually really easy. A friend showed me how to do this, and it was really, really easy. I'll try and remember to put the instructions up on my website. Okay, we'll start off with, this is the front. This is a panel from one of the 12 by 12 sheets. I've used all 12 by 12s in this. Excuse me, I've got hay fever and I keep coughing. Okay, so I showed you where that came from, but you could use any of the other poinsettias from on here, not the great big one, but you could cut that down if you wanted to. And I just cut the leaves out of some of the scraps because I just wanted to give it a bit more texture and a bit more height. So I've only put the leaves on the big one, and I've left the smaller ones without. And then I've just gone around the edges with some glitter glue, just to make that a bit more Christmassy and to stand out a bit better. So basically all I've done here, that's just the sheet that I showed you before. So that's another one. And I've just made these 3D by cutting them out and putting them on top. And there's that little banner from the ephemera. Okay, so open the ribbon. So this is the first page. Now what I've done here, I don't think I've got any left to show you. Hang on, I'm just trying to have a look. Oh yeah, I have got some, sorry. That's the cut aparts. Alright, so I've used those to make flaps. Some of them I've had to cut down a little bit because they were just a little bit too deep, but you'll see as I go along. I'll show you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's just one of those days today. and the house is quiet. I'm the only one here, so it's just a bit easier. Okay, so this is the first flap, and as you saw, that's from the cut apart. So that opens up. That's just a sheet of paper. I've put the red at the back. That's where I've used it the most. And then I've made a little, just making sure you can see that properly. Yep. Okay, I made a little booklet, I suppose. And I think probably they're too small for photos. If you've got little photos, you could put them. But I made these more as a journaling thing, because I thought a lot of people like to journal. These are all literally scraps. I have not cut these up from big pieces. These are just leftover bits. That's that paper I was showing you before, and that one too. So I've just tried to pick something that you could write over the top. And there's a little pocket there. So I've tried to get these. These are all from basically the same sheet. Well, these three anyway. That was done with leftovers as well. That will loosen up a bit more. It is a bit tight because it's new, but it will loosen up. These bits here have come from one of the ephemeras. These strips here. Okay, so I just wanted to cover up the spine. So I've cut those down lengthwise. As I get further over, you'll see these spines get narrower as we go on. So some of them I've had to cut along the edge to fit them in there. Alright, this is the next one. This is another cut apart. Have I got that so you can see? That's better. So this is another one, and I've just used some cardstock. This is heavy cardstock. This is not regular cardstock. And this is one that I use when I'm making mini albums. So this is another cut apart. And again, I've just literally put them underneath. That's all you do. So this one, I've made a little tag to go in it. And that's from those tags that I showed you. I've just joined two together just to give them more strength. They are quite strong. But if you're going to be pulling them in and out, and they might get journaled on, I don't know. That's one of the borders that I showed you, which was from the actual, I'm just trying to grab it, from the actual 12 by 12 sheets and the tags. That's that one. So I've just cut that down to fit onto there. There's another one of the ephemera pieces. This one I made a side pocket. So there's another double-sided tag. So for this one, it doesn't look like there's two there, but there is. So what I did with this one, instead of using this side for both, I put the reverse side on one of them, just to be different. And this is one of the cut aparts, and this is one I had to cut down a little bit because it came over here and it wouldn't have folded very well. So you can write, you can put a photo, you can do what you like on that. You could map that if you wanted to, but I didn't really think that was necessary because these papers are quite thick. So it's another ephemera. As you can see, this just all folds out. So this one, actually magnetise that one, and then when I put this in, the magnet's not working because it's not strong enough. So I mean, if you didn't have that in there, you could do it. You could actually put that one over there if you wanted, so that that magnet would work. But once I realised that one wasn't going to work, I didn't bother with the rest. So again, we've got this beautiful paper, and I've matched it up there. This is from one of the ephemera packs. This one. This is from the Sentiment die cut set, and it's that one there. So I've just stuck that on, literally just stuck that on top, and that's another little booklet for your journaling. And again, all scraps. That just goes back into there. Move that one along. We'll fold that over there. And I've put two tags and a cut apart in there. Now that one I know I had to cut that down a little bit because it was just a little tiny bit too high. It probably wouldn't have mattered, but I just didn't want to have it hanging over the top. And a couple of little tags, and I've just found some ribbons in my stash. Some of them I've put red and some I've put green. This one is out of that same sentiment ephemera. And then over to here, there's another flap and another cut apart. That one I haven't put anything in that one. It's just got a little pocket in there. I'll grab a tag and show you. That one goes in there. That little ho 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 is from that same sentiment set. And I've left that one blank so you can either journal on that or you can put a photo if you want to. Oh, I didn't show you. Hang on, let me just go back. This one here, oops, this ephemera here, you can see that border, that spine there is narrower than these other first couple. So I actually had to cut that down right to the bottom of the bow. But if you don't know, you probably wouldn't know anyway. I just thought that was nicer than just having that plain. Okay, so we did that one. We'll roll this one over. I showed you that one. Okay, so that's it. That's the end. And I've just put that ribbon is just stuck down. Oops, sorry, took that out of camera there. That one is just stuck down underneath the front because you can't glue it at the back because of the way it rolls out. And I didn't show you the back. There's the back. It's using that same beautiful paper, and that's the spine. And I just cut that down. I put some red. I've put red underneath all of them. Look, by the time I got to here, I was struggling, as you can see. There's hardly any. So I would suggest if you do make this, that you have more than the 2 sheets of the 12 by 12. I didn't have any more of the same colour. That's all I had. And that's why I ended up putting some of these, the booklets and things, I ended up using the same as the base because I just didn't have any red left. So that's it, all done. I showed you the back and the spine, and that's just, I've just done that plain because I didn't want to put the bulk on there. I just pulled out some ribbon that I thought matched pretty well, and that was it. That's the end. That was it. So I'll try and remember to put instructions on my blog, which is ideasforcardmaking.net, of how to make this, and it was just so easy, just really easy. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.